This story for our lead character, Liam Page, is one of cause and effect of what nearly a decade of denial does to his heart and his soul. And so for him, certain events unfold in his life that he finds himself coming to a crux in his life, a moment that leads him back home that is not any revelatory reasons, but he finds himself back home. And from there, we get to see the confluence of who Liam is in his famous world and who he is in his hometown, in his old world. And we get to watch that merge into one. And I remember arriving at LD and being in the conference room with them. And I said, "Are you guys ready for a popcorn pitch?" And they said, "What's a popcorn pitch?" And I said, "Let's get your popcorn out, settle in, because I'd like to pitch the entire movie to you." And they said, "Yes, please." And so I did. They settled in, and I think that pitch was about the length of the movie. It was about an hour and 40 minutes, and they were very engaged, and they said yes in the room, and I went off to write the screenplay. When we meet Liam Page on stage, he's this ubiquitous, charming, charismatic, magnetic, romantic guy. And then when we immediately see him off stage, we see this self-absorbed, caustic, mercurial, high maintenance with all of this torment and pain and anger bubbling underneath that he doesn't even understand. And at the same time, he also has to just have this gritty coolness about him that is a throwback to old Hollywood movie stars like Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, James Dean. We had combed everywhere. We had seen, for us, we felt that we had seen everyone. So when Alex came in, it immediately went from feeling like an audition to feeling like a director and actor working together, that we had it up on its feet and that we were just in this workspace and this rehearsal space, which felt exciting and exhilarating and just such a beautiful exchange for us. For Josie, I really wanted to create a leading heroine that wasn't pining away for the guy, that she wasn't a damsel in distress waiting for Liam Page to come back and save her. That was really important to me. And who Josie is a very sweet and kind and loving person, but she's also a very strong person. And when we meet her, she's already weathered her storm. While Liam is coming in the midst of his storm, Josie has already gone through all the pain and suffering of the loss of him and him leaving without any explanation. And she really has worked really hard to put her life back together. Jess, like Alex, she's just a really sweet, kind, loving human being. She's really grounded. She has really high work ethic. She's very disciplined and focused. And again, she acts from the gut up, and it's so beautiful, and it it comes out of her and permeates into the room so effortlessly. I'm just in awe of her as an actress. I would always say to her, I could just close my eyes and point, and wherever we are in the take, I could cut that in and it would just slide into the edit as if it was meant to be. She's just truly that spot on. Alex and Jess had this amazing chemistry as Liam and Josie. They really did just naturally have that alchemy that we needed for the romance and that undeniable pull that these two characters have toward each other. But we also wanted them to not just be two beautiful people attracted to each other. We wanted to also see all the other things that come with finding your true love. That, and Jess, Alex, and I talked a lot about. We really wanted to find their goofiness and their silliness and their laughter together and their humor together and how they could take playful jabs at each other. And so I love seeing that in the film and in Liam and Josie, and how Alex and Jess really were able to portray that. My Abby, my Billy, she truly is my bright shining light, and she was my bright shining light every day on set. Abby is just so present. She's so talented. She's so good at navigating a scene. Her timing is impeccable. Her comedic timing is incredible. And she's just there to go on the journey. She's so joyful and so happy. And we were shooting in really, really harsh conditions. It was August in Atlanta. It was 115 degrees. It was so hot. We were shooting indoors a lot of times, which then turns it into a sauna. So everyone's just dripping and sweating. And Abby never complained. She was just so happy and joyful. It was truly, truly, truly a blessing to find her and to work with her. I wanted a country legend in this film as a cameo. I really wanted to represent country music royalty, and Travis Tritt is that for me and for Brett. And so I didn't have a direct connection to Travis. We happen to have the same agency, but not the same agents or in the same department. But I literally stalked his team for about 3 months. And I would just call and email every single day. And then Brett, we really worked on creating the perfect song for Travis. And Brett co-wrote with another songwriter, the most amazing song for Travis to sing. So, and then we stalked him with that song for about a month. So when it did actually reach Travis, it was just such a exhilarating moment for all of us. When Josie punches Liam, when she sees him, it had been such a long 1.5 days of shooting. And again, it was August, it was 115 degrees outside, it was really hot. And Jessica who is so amazing in that scene, she punches Alex, It was such a long day. We let her go home. She would have stayed, but we wanted her to rest up for the next day. So we hadn't done the turnaround of that punch, and Alex wanted someone to punch him to get the reaction. He wanted me to punch him, but I've never punched anyone in real life before, so I was really trying to get out of it. But he kept saying that he thought it would be good for me after 1.5 days of shooting really long, hard days to punch him. And I think he was right, but we did 3 punches, and the first one I punched him, the second one I missed, and I hit him in a major organ, I'm sure. And then the third one, I punched him in the right spot, I suppose. But that was a really fun day. Forever My Girl is a celebration of love, of family, music, and community. And I hope that audiences walk away from this film with the feeling that they can always go back home. And that doesn't mean literally back home, but back to their true self and to the things that matter most in your life.
Hey, so did you like that video? Do you think the movie is worthy of an Academy Award? Well, did you know that only 3 movies have swept all 5 major Academy Awards, winning for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director and Best Screenplay Adaptation? The first was Frank Capra's It Happened One Night from 1934, starring Clark Gable and Claudette Colbert. The second movie is Milos Forman's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest from 1975, starring Jack Nicholson and Louise Fletcher. And the third movie is Jonathan Demme's Silence of the Lambs from 1991, starring Sir Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster. Do you think these movies deserved all 5 awards? Let me know below. And remember, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. See ya!